Okay, hey everybody, how's it going? Today we are going to talk about the Hotel del Coronado. Now, once again, I'm talking about lightly because it is 9:30, and I got a housemate over there. We don't get along, and I'm not trying to hear his crap, so I'm keeping this as quiet as I can. This right here is the Hotel del Coronado, located on Coronado Island, just off of San Diego. There's actually a bridge that you take to get across there. It's a toll bridge. The first time I ever saw and heard of the Hotel del Coronado, I was like 18 years old. I heard about its haunted stories. I was living in San Diego at the time, and I remembered these stories that I heard for the rest of my life. And I'm 61 now, and I still remember this real clearly. Now, I wanted to tell you the story behind one of the most haunted hotels in this country. Welcome to the Hotel del Coronado. Located on the island of Coronado, just a ride across a massive bridge where the U.S. Navy aircraft carriers, battleships, and other ships come and go underneath the bridge from the naval base on out. A friend and I were riding across this toll bridge on motorcycles. And that's when I got to see this place. Drove up, took a look at it, and then drove back. The land was purchased originally in 1886 for measly $110,000, which is nothing in today's money, but still a lot of money. And it would take another $1 million and another year, to build the now infamous Hotel del Coronado. Millions of people have stayed at this hotel, including famous people like Marilyn Monroe, George Bush, back in '83. So was that George Bush Jr. or Sr.? We'll get to that at the end of the story. And others. There was even a movie filmed here called, quote unquote, Some Like It Hot. And the infamous movie 1408. What was that? John Cusack, I believe. And John Cusack and was it Samuel Jackson? One of them played in that movie. Was allegedly written about this Hotel del Coronado, or so it's rumored. The actual movie 1408 was filmed in New York at the Dolphin Inn, or the Dolphin Hotel. So now, down to the fun stuff. The woman in 302. Okay, well, this room is said to be haunted. And now, when I say this is supposed to be the most haunted hotel in all of the United States, it's not so much that vicious activities occur, it's just activities occur like crazy. So anyway, this room in room 302 is said to be haunted. Excuse me, I've also heard it rumored that another room on the 5th floor, which we will get to later, is also active with paranormal activity. So it's actually just 2 rooms. There have been reports of lights flickering, televisions turning on and off by itself, unexplained changes in temperature, the smell of perfume, and strange sounds that keep visitors up all night. Now, in November of 1892, a young woman checked into the hotel. Dressed in black garments, she rented room 302. She was waiting for a male friend to arrive, whom she claimed was her brother. As she checked in, she inquired if a man who she was waiting for, who had her tickets and luggage, showed up, and she was told no, there was no one. So she retired to her room and waited patiently. On the second day, she again asked the front desk and the bellhop if the man had arrived or had left a message for her, and again she was informed that no, there was nothing. On the third day, after asking yet again and receiving yet the same answer, she claimed that she was not feeling well and made her way to a local pharmacy on the island to get something to calm her stomach. Now remember that, her stomach. And retired back to her room. On the fourth, I got a typo here, I got to fix it, I'm sorry. Not on On the fourth day, she was barely seen at all, and the bellboy just assumed that she was sick with stomach pains and went about his normal duties. On the fifth day, she made her way down. After asking yet again, and still told there was no message and no one had showed up with her luggage, no man had showed up looking for her at all, she made her way into town, purchased a pistol, and returned back to her room. Her body was found the next day. She had indeed shot herself. Sadly, the man never did arrive. Well, news of this immediately hit the streets of the beautiful woman who was now unalive, and rumored that the so-called brother was actually a lover, and she had been stood up. Since she had registered under a different name, a Lottie A. Bernard from Canada, it took time to determine her true identity, and it was that of Kate Morgan from Los Angeles. It was said that she was pregnant, and thus why she was feeling sick and having stomach issues. Thus begins the continued stories and hauntings of Kate Morgan at the Hotel del Coronado in room 302. Sadly, before the turn of the century, yet another woman would end up meeting her demise at this hotel as well. This woman was known as E.S. Babcock, and I'm thinking the E was standing for Esther, but I'm not sure. And she stayed in room 502, 2 floors above 302 there. And she also was pregnant, and she also met her end by her own hands. Now, her body later was discovered on the beach, and later her body disappeared, perhaps removed to avoid a scandal. Who knows? Today, lights flicker on and off, and an icy chill is often felt around the doorway to room 502. Since then, both rooms have been renumbered. 302 later became 3312, and finally it was changed to 3327. Room 502 was also renumbered to 3502. Now, why these rooms were renumbered, I have no idea. Spirits have been seen walking up and down the hallways as well. Now, let me go to my pictures here. Oops, I'm already there. So let me find, right here. So this hallway here, spirits have been seen to walk up and down. I don't know if this is on the 3rd floor or the 5th floor, but this is one of the floors. And children have been known to be playing on these stairs right here. 2 children. Remember, there were 2 pregnancies, 2 unalivings of both the mother and the unborn fetus. And so 2 children are known to be playing on these stairs. Near the stairs of the beach of the hotel, that's these stairs right here, coming out of the hotel down towards the beach is where they found the first body, right here. This was Katie Morgan. And the second one was the lady, she walked down these same stairs, and she was found out here on the beach. Now, it is said that as you go up and down these stairs, when you come through this area, extreme feelings of hopelessness and anguish are often felt. Now, the draped rooms, and these are rooms that I've actually looked at from the outside personally, firsthand, as I sat on a motorcycle. These drapes are said to move. The windows are said, this window and this window are said to go up and down on their own. These 2 screens are known to fall out of this here for no reason whatsoever. Now, I know when I was there, and I was actually looking at the room, this is the 3rd floor, I was actually looking up at the 5th, but remember, there's only 2 stories between, and I was a few blocks away, so I'm seeing both of them. But I just had this uneasy feeling I was being watched from this room. I couldn't see anybody. It was dark, it was nighttime, and we were getting ready to head back. But I had this uneasy feeling that I was being watched. Let me go back to my notes here. So, one of the more compelling stories is that in May of 1983, an incident involving a Secret Service agent there to protect Vice President Bush at the time. On an official visit to San Diego, the agent did not last the entire night in room 502, or known as 3502 at this time. Complaining of feeling a breeze, seeing billowing drapes despite the window being closed, gurgling sounds, and finally a ghostly glow that clung to the entire room. Now this happened about maybe a year after my visit there. So that's all the story. I think I showed you all the pictures I have.